Welcome to Iraqi Dinar News, where we bring you the most important updates from the currency world. Today's report is more than just another development. It's a seismic moment in the global financial landscape. After years of speculation, cautious optimism, and relentless monitoring, something historic has taken place. As of now, the Iraqi Dinar (IQD) is officially visible and trading live on global Forex platforms. This isn't a rumor or test phase, it's real, verifiable, and unfolding in real time. For IQD holders, this is the long-awaited milestone that validates the years of perseverance, and for the rest of the world, it signals Iraq's reintegration into international finance on a level not seen since before the Gulf War. On July 3, 2025, the Central Bank of Iraq triggered a monumental shift, activating the IQD across global Forex systems. What this means is that banks, traders, institutions, and individuals can now see and interact with the Iraqi dinar as a legitimate, live trading currency. Gone are the days of speculation confined to obscure channels or shadowed forums. This is a public and global display of financial evolution. Iraq has essentially stepped into the modern economic world with clarity and transparency, and the ripple effect is already being felt. This isn't just about software switches or digital listings. It represents an economic and geopolitical transformation. Iraq's currency is now valuated alongside giants like the dollar, euro, and yen, sending a clear signal of legitimacy to the global community. Is also the first step in what many are calling a two-phase strategy, the first being the listing and trading visibility of the IQD, and the second, still pending, the official adjustment of its exchange rate to mirror the true strength of Iraq's financial resurgence. At this point, no new public rate has been announced. However, the infrastructure to support such a move is now fully active, meaning the groundwork, technological, financial, and regulatory, is complete. One does not launch a currency on global trading platforms without ensuring full readiness across all layers of oversight. Every signal points to the fact that the foundation is in place. The systems are aligned, the switch has been flipped, and there's no going back. For IQD holders, this moment is both affirmation and acceleration. It confirms that the currency is no longer stuck in limbo. Iraq's central bank has publicly embraced transparency and legitimacy, reinforcing the stability of the dinar for international use. What's even more telling is that global banking institutions are treating this move seriously. This isn't a quiet test in the background. It's a loud and clear message to the world. Iraq is ready to take its place in the financial order. This wasn't an overnight decision. The path to this moment involved over 2 years of carefully executed financial reform. Integrating a national currency with Forex systems isn't a casual affair. It demands compliance with international banking protocols, secure digital systems, and the ability to support massive liquidity operations. Iraq has now achieved this. In practical terms, that means buyers and sellers can now track, trade, and evaluate the dinar, just like any major currency. Previously, the IQD barely existed outside of Iraq's own economy. Now it's gaining visibility, and with that visibility comes valuation. Real-time exchange centers in Iraq and throughout the Middle East are lighting up with IQD transactions. Money changers are reporting increased demand, higher reserves, and updated rate boards visible to the public, a first in modern history for the dinar. This public exposure is part of a bigger preparation plan that includes staff expansion, system upgrades, and liquidity tests across the board. But it doesn't stop there. Reports indicate that at least 17 other currencies are being lined up for similar transitions, with speculation that the number could rise to 24 or more in the coming weeks. That's not just a currency revaluation, that suggests a broader financial realignment, or perhaps a global reset in motion. And right in the heart of it is Iraq, with its immense natural resources, especially oil, acting as a strategic backbone. The confidence Iraq is now projecting is based on hard-earned reform. Over the past 2 years, the country has enacted anti-corruption crackdowns, aligned its banking regulations with international standards, and invested in nationwide digital banking systems. Iraq is no longer operating in financial isolation. It is now connected to the same banking ecosystems used across Europe, the US, and Asia. That's why global Forex systems have now opened the door for the IQD. This acceptance wasn't handed out casually. Forex platforms do not list currencies that pose high risk or instability. This move reflects global confidence in Iraq's direction. As of 2025, the nation's oil revenues have held steady and continue to flow in robustly, giving the central bank a financial buffer to support the dinar and control inflation. More oil flowing out means more US dollars coming in, creating the liquidity necessary for monetary stability and, in time, revaluation. We're already seeing signs of what's next. Major banks are reportedly testing internal exchange rates significantly higher than the current market view. Some insiders hint at rates as high as 11-to-1 in test environments, although nothing has been confirmed publicly. These internal previews are a standard part of financial transitions. Banks simulate and model potential shifts before making public announcements. As we move into this critical transition window, IQD holders must exercise caution. Yes, the dinar is live, but the official adjusted rate is not yet public. Accepting early offers might result in rates far below the projected value. The smartest move right now is to monitor, prepare, and wait. Stay informed. This is not the time to rush. You've waited this long. A little more patience could mean a world of difference. During this critical period, staying connected is key. The first thing every IQD holder should do is ensure they are receiving live updates. Subscribe to Iraqi Dinar News, turn on all alerts, and use a trusted Forex or currency tracking app to monitor the IQD's performance in real time. Having access to immediate data will give you an edge once the official rate change is announced. The second step is preparation, and that means speaking with a qualified financial advisor who understands foreign currency exchange, asset preservation, and wealth transition. When the public rate hits, timing and strategy will matter. You'll want a plan ready to execute, not a last-minute scramble. Engaging with the broader community also helps. Online groups, social media channels, forums, and Telegram chats are becoming valuable sources of shared, real-time updates. Many users are reporting new exchange center activity, rate displays, and back-end system changes ahead of official news. This grassroots intelligence can offer early insight that traditional outlets might miss. The movement of this information is accelerating across digital platforms, a sign that change is not only happening, it's being felt across all levels of the financial world. Even tech platforms are adjusting to the new landscape. Popular financial apps that had previously excluded the IQD are now listing it side by side with major global currencies. This shift underscores the expectation of mass adoption. Fintech companies are updating their systems, and digital trading platforms are making room for the IQD, suggesting a belief that the dinar may soon become a more widely used global currency. Some analysts are even forecasting blockchain or digital asset integration for the IQD in the near future. If true, this would bring Iraq's currency into the most advanced tier of global finance. On a broader scale, Iraq's recent international agreements further reinforce the idea that the country is preparing for a higher value future. Several large-scale trade and infrastructure deals have been finalized in recent weeks. These types of contracts are rarely based on speculation. Instead, they are structured around anticipated changes in economic conditions, including currency value. That means many foreign partners and investors likely already know what's coming. Governments and corporations don't sign billion-dollar agreements based on guesses. They act on forecasts, insider briefings, and real-time intelligence. This indicates that Iraq's leadership is not acting impulsively. They are executing a deliberate and strategic plan. Put all the pieces together and the pattern becomes impossible to ignore. Live Forex integration, real-time trading visibility, increased regional exchange activity, deep financial reform, digital banking modernization, stable and productive oil exports, major international contracts. Everything points to one conclusion: Iraq is poised for a significant financial leap, and the world is finally beginning to acknowledge what many IQD holders have known for years: something big is unfolding. Of course, caution is still warranted. We've experienced many false starts in the past. There have been rumors, hype cycles, and delays that shook the confidence of even the most dedicated holders. But this time is different. Now there is hard data, there is transparency, and there is undeniable movement across systems that were once silent. The IQD isn't just being talked about, it's being traded, tracked, and integrated globally. That is a clear break from the past, and it reaffirms the belief that a public revaluation is closer than ever before. It's important not to let impatience derail opportunity. Some exchange centers may begin offering early conversions at suboptimal rates. These could be bait for those who've waited too long and are eager for immediate return. Don't fall for it. Wait for the official word from the Central Bank of Iraq. Their announcement will confirm the final rate, and that is the moment that will truly transform everything. Until then, focus on preparing your strategy and securing your options. Reports of private test runs at higher rates, even unconfirmed, are another strong indicator that back-end systems are calibrating for a shift. Banks and financial institutions do not simulate these kinds of operations unless a larger plan is in motion. From digital apps to local dealers to cross-border contracts, the financial architecture is bracing for something massive, and all evidence suggests it's just around the corner. The Iraqi dinar's rise to global Forex status marks more than a currency upgrade. It marks a national resurrection. Iraq, long held back by conflict and corruption, has now taken a defining step toward financial sovereignty and global participation. The journey isn't over, but the door is open. And for those who've stayed the course, the horizon finally looks within reach. This is not just a win for IQD holders. It's a validation of Iraq's reform efforts and a signal to the global economy that emerging markets can redefine their destiny. The revaluation, when it comes, could reshape regional finance, shift trade dynamics, and inspire similar moves in other resource-rich nations. And if the wider reset theories prove accurate, involving 17 to 24 or more currencies, Iraq may be just the beginning. So stay focused, stay connected, and most importantly, stay patient. This chapter is not over yet, but it's moving fast. Every sign, every shift, and every signal points to a world on the edge of financial realignment. The Iraqi dinar is no longer a dream whispered in backroom conversations. It's now a player on the world stage, and your future could be transformed with the next official announcement. Thank you for tuning in to Iraqi Dinar News. Subscribe for daily updates, hit the notification bell, and stay with us as this extraordinary journey continues. Big things are coming, and you won't want to miss them.